So, picture this. You're in Addis Ababa, bustling, vibrant city, the capital of Ethiopia, and right in the middle of all the noise, the traffic, the beautiful chaos, there's this place. It's called Unity Park. For over a century, this place was a secret. It was the grand palace hidden behind massive walls, the home of emperors, presidents. You couldn't just wander in. And then, boom! In 2019, everything changed. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, Nobel Peace Prize winner, decided to swing open the gates. He said, "This is your history, this is your palace, come on in." The most exclusive address became the most welcoming attraction, Unity Park. The name says it all, bringing people together. Walking in for the first time feels unreal. You pass security, and the city melts away. You're standing where Haile Selassie walked, where Mengistu made terrifying decisions, where millions' destinies were shaped. Yet you're here with a ticket about to see a black-maned lion. The air feels different, cleaner, eucalyptus trees, 100 years of secrets aired out. It's a journey through a park and through time. You're not just a tourist, you're a guest in Ethiopia's living history book, a beautiful one. Today is September 16th, 2025, and the park is more alive than ever. A testament to a new way of thinking, a vision for a diverse, complex country. Unity Park doesn't erase the past. It puts the good, the bad, and the beautiful on display. Whether you're from a small village in the Omo Valley or from halfway across the world, you're invited to see the story for yourself. Understand Ethiopia not from a textbook but by walking its sacred grounds. And trust me, accept the invitation. Alright, let's talk about the animals. Because when you hear park, you might think squirrels and pigeons. But Unity Park went, hold my TJ, and gave us a full-on zoo. And not just any zoo. We're talking about animals that are uniquely Ethiopian, the kind of creatures you see on a nature documentary and think, wow, I'd love to see that one day. Well, that day is today, my friend. The first thing you'll probably notice are the black-maned lions. These aren't your average circus lions. These are the kings, the symbol of Ethiopia, the same lions that adorned the emperor's palace. They look at you with this regal, I know I'm a big deal kind of stare. It's humbling, really. You're just a few feet away from a living legend. But it doesn't stop with lions. The park is also home to the endemic gelada baboons, sometimes called the bleeding heart monkeys because of the red patch on their chests. They're just chilling, grooming each other, living their best lives, and you get to watch. It's fascinating. You'll also find zebras, giraffes that gracefully nibble on leaves high above you, and even the elusive wildebeest. What's amazing is how the enclosures are designed. They're spacious, integrated into the landscape, making it feel less like a cage and more like you've stumbled upon them in their natural habitat. It's a zoo built with respect for the animals. One of the coolest stories is about the lions themselves. They are descendants of the lions that were kept by Emperor Haile Selassie. So these aren't just random lions brought in from somewhere else. They have a royal lineage. They are literally palace lions. The wildlife section of Unity Park is more than just an attraction, it's a conservation statement. Many of these animals are native to Ethiopia, some of them endangered. It's a chance for Ethiopian kids who live in the city to see the natural wonders of their own country up close, to feel a connection to the wild spaces they might only hear about in stories. It's education disguised as a really cool day out. You come to see a lion, and you leave with a newfound appreciation for the planet. Not a bad deal at all. Now let's step away from the wildlife and into the world of emperors. The centerpiece of Unity Park is the Grand Palace itself, specifically Menelik II's palace. This isn't a replica, this is the real deal. The actual building where Ethiopian history was forged for a century. Walking through its halls is like having a ghost whisper in your ear. You can almost hear the rustle of royal garments, the clinking of glasses at a state banquet, the hushed, urgent conversations that decided the fate of a nation. The palace has been beautifully restored, but it still holds the weight of its past. You can feel it in the air. It's heavy, it's grand, it's a little bit spooky, and it's absolutely captivating. One of the most mind-blowing parts is seeing the throne hall. This is where Emperor Haile Selassie would receive foreign dignitaries and hold court. The throne itself is there, an opulent, gilded chair that looks both incredibly impressive and surprisingly uncomfortable. You can stand in the very spot where leaders from around the world stood, where history was made with a handshake or a decree. Then there are the personal quarters. You get to see the emperor's bedroom, his office, even his bathroom. It's an incredibly intimate look into the life of a man who was seen by many as a divine figure. It humanizes him. You see his desk, and you can imagine him sitting there, wrestling with the immense pressures of leading a country through world wars and internal turmoil. There's a life-sized wax figure of the emperor at his desk, which is a little bit creepy, not gonna lie, but it definitely helps you visualize the scene. But the palace isn't just about Haile Selassie. It was built by Emperor Menelik II, the leader who famously defeated the Italians at the Battle of Adwa. The palace complex includes his original banquet hall, a massive wooden structure that could seat hundreds of guests. It's more rustic, more traditional, and it tells a different story. A story of a powerful African kingdom standing strong against colonialism. You can see the evolution of the monarchy right there, from Menelik's traditional power to Haile Selassie's modern international diplomacy. The palace isn't just one story, it's a collection of stories layered on top of each other, and Unity Park lets you peel them back one by one. Okay, so we've done animals and we've done emperors. Let's take a breather. Let's talk gardens. Unity Park is, after all, a park. The gardens here are spectacular. It's not just a few flower beds, it's a sprawling, meticulously designed landscape. It makes you forget you're in the middle of a city of 5 million people. As soon as you step into the garden areas, the noise of Addis Ababa fades into a gentle hum, replaced by the sound of birdsong and trickling water from fountains. The air is fresh, scented with flowers you've probably never seen before. It's a sensory reset button. There are different types of gardens to explore. The formal garden, neat hedges and geometric patterns. Elegant statues give it a very palatial European feel. Then there's the indigenous plant garden. You see the towering kaso trees, the vibrant aloes and plants used for traditional medicine. It's a living library of Ethiopia's botanical heritage. One of the most delightful surprises is the love garden. At least that's what I call it. A tranquil scene, a winding path next to a pond with black swans. Black and white swans glide across the water, surrounded by lush greenery and romantic winding paths. It's the perfect spot for couples, or for anyone who just wants to sit on a bench and feel a little bit poetic. You see young couples taking photos, families having picnics, friends just laughing and enjoying the peace. It's a space that feels genuinely joyful. It's a testament to the idea that a park like this isn't just for looking at things, it's for living in, for creating new memories. It's the park's beating green heart. And let's not forget the sheer scale of it. The park covers 40 acres. You can literally spend hours just wandering through the different green spaces. There are hidden corners, shady spots under ancient trees, and wide open lawns where kids can run free. Every path leads to something new. A sculpture, a fountain, a stunning view of the city skyline peeking through the trees. It's a public backyard for an entire city, and it's one of the most beautiful backyards in the world. Just when you think you've seen it all, Unity Park hits you with another level. The cultural pavilions. This part is genius. Ethiopia is not one single culture. It's a mosaic of over 80 different ethnic groups, each with its own language, traditions, way of life. Unity Park decided to build a miniature Ethiopia. They created 9 regional pavilions, each a stunning architectural representation. Walking through this section is like taking a whirlwind tour of Ethiopia in an afternoon. Rocky carved churches of Tigray, vibrant intricate huts of the southern nations, nationalities and peoples region. Each pavilion isn't just a building, it's immersive. You step inside surrounded by art, artifacts, stories. You can see Oromo traditional clothing, Sidima coffee ceremony setup, Kanso beadwork. It's a feast for the senses, textures of building materials, colors of fabrics, sounds of traditional music, it's all there. It's a powerful way to appreciate the sheer diversity packed into one country. It's like the Epcot World Showcase, but for Ethiopia, and it's deeply authentic. What I love about this is how it fosters understanding and pride. For Ethiopians, it's a chance to see their own heritage celebrated on a national stage, right next to the seat of power. A kid from the Afar region can walk into their pavilion and see their culture represented with dignity. And for visitors, both Ethiopian and foreign, it's a crash course in the country's cultural richness. You start to understand that Ethiopian isn't a single identity. It's a beautiful, complex tapestry woven from many different threads. The pavilions are a physical manifestation of the park's name, unity through the celebration of diversity. There's a fantastic story about the construction of these pavilions. Artisans from each region were brought in to construct their own pavilion. This wasn't just an architect in Addis Ababa looking at pictures and making a copy. This was a collaborative national project. It infused each building with an authentic spirit, a soul built by Ethiopians for Ethiopians about Ethiopia. Now, a park called Unity can't just be about pretty flowers and royal palaces. True unity means acknowledging the painful parts of your history too. Unity Park does not shy away from Ethiopia's darkest chapter, the Derg regime and the Red Terror. This part of the tour gets very real very quickly. There's a section dedicated to preserving the memory of this brutal period, 1970s, 1980s, when a military junta led by Mengistu Haile Mariam ruled. It's somber, powerful, and necessary. Not easy to see, but important to remember. The most chilling part is the prison. Within the palace grounds, a jail where opponents were tortured and executed. The park opened this area to the public. Walk into the tiny dark cells, see the interrogation rooms. A harrowing experience. The air is thick with sorrow. Displays with photos of the victims, their stories told with quiet dignity. A memorial to thousands who lost their lives. A stark reminder this beautiful ground held immense suffering. This section is called the Scars of the Red Terror. The name fits. These aren't just textbook facts, they are deep national wounds. The exhibit allows a national moment of reflection and mourning. It says the victims will not be forgotten, a way for younger generations to understand the price paid for freedoms today. A powerful lesson on the dangers of tyranny and the need for justice. It will leave you speechless, and that's the point. Including this exhibit is perhaps the park's boldest statement. It would have been easy to focus on the glorious emperors, the beautiful animals. But you can't build unity by burying the past. You must confront it, learn, and honor victims. Unity forged in shared memory and resilience. So why is this place so important? Why is Unity Park more than just a collection of cool things to see? It's because of what it represents for Ethiopia today. This is a country that has faced immense challenges, recent conflicts, deep-seated ethnic tensions. The very idea of unity can sometimes feel fragile. And then, right in the heart of the capital, you have this massive, beautiful, and very deliberate statement about that exact idea. The park is a physical manifestation of a hope, an aspiration for a more unified, peaceful future for all Ethiopians. It's a project of national healing. For the first time, a person from any region, any ethnic group, any social class can walk through the same gates as everyone else. They can see their culture celebrated in a pavilion, learn about a painful history, admire the natural beauty that is their shared inheritance. It's a great equalizer. Inside the park walls, divisions feel smaller. It's a common space, a shared experience. Creating those shared experiences is incredibly important. The park symbolizes a new kind of leadership. For a century, the palace symbolized power over the people. It was remote and inaccessible. By opening it, the message is, the government serves the people. Heritage belongs to everyone. It's a gesture of transparency and trust. It says, this is your country, your history, your space. Ultimately, Unity Park is a story. Ancient kings, modern struggles, incredible natural beauty, profound human resilience, deep cultural diversity, powerful longing for connection. It doesn't sanitize the country. It gives you the real thing. It inspires pride, provokes thought, encourages dialogue. It's a living, breathing symbol of what Ethiopia can be, the beautiful, the painful, the royal, the revolutionary, and weaves them together into a stronger, more united whole. A symbol of unity, beautifully realized in the heart of a nation seeking to heal and grow together. Okay, so you're convinced. You're booking your flight to Addis Ababa right now. I get it, but before you go, let me give you a few tips to make your visit to Unity Park absolutely perfect. First thing, give yourself time. This is not a pop-in for an hour kind of place. I'm serious, you need at least half a day. A full day is even better. Wear comfortable shoes. You will be doing a lot of walking. Don't let sore feet be the reason you miss the gelada baboons. Second, think about the ticket options. There are different prices for locals and different prices for foreigners. Some tickets just get you into the park. Some include the zoo. A more comprehensive ticket will include the throne hall and access to the palace buildings. My advice? Go for the full package. Try to go on a weekday if you can. It tends to be less crowded than weekends. Third, don't be shy. Talk to the guides. They are incredibly knowledgeable and passionate. They can tell stories not written on the signs, little anecdotes about the history, anecdotes about the animals, insights into the restoration process. Ask them questions. They'll bring the place to life. Also, be prepared for an emotional journey. Wonder in the palace, joy in the gardens, sadness in the Red Terror exhibit, pride in the cultural pavilions. Finally, bring a camera, but don't forget to put it down. Make sure you take time to just be present. Stand in the throne hall and just imagine. Sit on a bench in the garden and just listen. Watch the families laughing and enjoying their day. Unity Park is as much a feeling as it is a place. Connection to history, nature, culture, and people. So, come prepared, come curious, and come ready to be amazed. Your 10-minute read is about to become a full-day adventure you'll never forget. What do you leave with after a day spent wandering through Unity Park? You leave with a profound sense of awe. Awe for a country that has a history so deep and so dramatic it feels like something out of a movie. Awe for the vision it took to transform a symbol of exclusion into a beacon of inclusion. And awe for the resilience of the Ethiopian people, who have endured so much and yet continue to build, to create, and to hope. Unity Park is Ethiopia's story beautifully told, a story of a proud past and a hopeful future, a story of unity, and it is beautifully told.